Okay.
Nima meru kavu, nima meru kavu, ayole. Nima meru kavu, nima meru kavu, ayole. Nima meru kavu, nima meru kavu, ayole. Pano pakwa, nima meru pano, pano pakwa pano pakwa pano pakwa senena. Nima seme sebo songo, pano pakwa senena. Makuyazo, dina dosu yasore, kwambo su yaso, meye yakasa yasore. Pano pakwa, nima tuene, songo, nyaso ania, wapobeto, nima menumento wakare. Pano pakwa.
Yes, indeed. Nima Menu Kabwe. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Whatsoever you are, whatsoever you find yourself doing, this is how we'd like to welcome you this morning to the Wednesday presentation of the Maggie's Morning Drive, your usual weekly breakfast show. That drive you through the week, Monday to Friday. Yeah, I'm the usual presenter, Patrick and Davey. We are here every morning bringing you information that affordings to the growth and development of Mama Liberia. Good morning to our peace-loving citizens of Nema County. Good morning to our people there in the 9 electoral districts. Those of you right there in Bay, I'd like to say good morning. Those of you in Ga, those of you there in district number 3, those of you in district number 4, that's Twa River, district number 5, Buyao. District number 6, the Tapeta region, good morning. District number 7, the Sakepia region, good morning to all of our citizens. District number 8, those of you there in Pain Township, Flompa, Gipo, I'd like to say good morning to all of you. Those of you there in district number 9, there's I would like to welcome you to the Wednesday edition of the program Maggie's Morning Drive. Couple of issues we're going to be discussing this morning. Good morning to our doctors and nurses. Good morning to you, the security apparatus. Good morning to our car drivers, the motorcyclists. Good morning to all of our clergy men and women. Oh yes. Let me say good morning to our beautiful and caring mothers. Yeah, today is Wednesday. Those of you that are on your way to the various marketplaces, we like to say good morning to all of you. They are very strong. Indeed, our mothers, though we have some who devalue the motherhood, I like to say that there are some who devalue the motherhood, but we have some who are very strong, who keep up the family when the father or the man in the home is not around. They are then making sure that they provide for their children. So we like to say thumbs up to our mothers. We pray that God richly bless all of you, continue to bless all of you. So those of you that are following us through our Facebook page, you can send your comment through our Facebook page and they're going to be read. Send your comments on our numbers 088-157-1100, 088-157-1100, bells to 775-9460-21. This morning you're going to be live on the program Maggie's Money Drive here with me, Patrick and David. And I said a couple of issues this morning we're going to be discussing, bringing you voices of the newsmaker here on Maggie's FM. We're going to be looking at Senator Thomas Yaya Nimele, chair on Senate Committee of Labor, who sharply criticized the Civil Society Agency following a presentation by the Director General Josiah Joker, who accused the CSA of exceeding a legal mandate. Couple of issues. And also Senator Abrahams Darius DeLong expressed strong concerns over the issues of resident work permit for foreign nationals for jobs that Liberians are capable of performing. We think this is also encouraging from Abraham Darius DeLong. And also we will bring you the voice of Minister of Labor, Councillor Kopakura. Councillor Kopakura is from Nema County here. Councillor Kopakura reacted to the CSA analysis on the work permit saga. There is a very huge saga where our leaders want foreign nationals who are coming to Liberia to work obtains their work permit, particularly work that Liberians are supposed to be doing. We got Liberians who are in this country that can legally, adequately perform these jobs, but they have been landed, and we hope that these few things that our leaders say can come to pass. We hope that. And the Liberia president assumed presidency of the West African Bar, a first Liberian lawyer to take on the role. So folks, a couple of issues going on in Liberia, and later time we will host we will have our guest here, Pastor V, who want to talk lengthily on the issues of consumption of drugs in our country, in our county. We will be here, and he will be here, particularly here in the team. We're going to be here around 7:30 to talk more on drugs. But before then, we will take our usual break. The AML saga is the talk of the time, and tomorrow we're going to be here with Armstrong Gugba Selepo on the program. Armstrong going to dive in details why AML should stay in Liberia, what are his thoughts for his people. So folks, let's get our break from our partners AML Liberia. This break.
My people, ArcelorMittal Liberia just dedicated the country's first ever iron ore concentrator at Tokata in Nema County.
Yes, I heard the good news, and that good news, it made my heart to beat with happiness. Look, the president of Liberia, President Joseph Numa-Boake, he himself was to that program, Polo. He said, that big machine, ArcelorMittal, finish putting down the concentrator. It means it will change Liberia to go in front with development. For all to enjoy our country. Yoli.
It's a pleasure having me today in the Yekilpa Ninba Counter, Liberia on the launch of the concentrator. I want to tell the Liberian people that we, the ArcelorMittal, will continue to invest. That's what I, Mr. Mentat, promised the people of Liberia. as a mental librarians, not just mining. We are building the road, giving the jobs to the people. Back in my Liberian town, empowering the economy.
I say over 5,000 construction jobs and 1,000 payment position at the concentrator will make people to get more money for the government. The country is better school, correct health care, and strong local businesses.
Yo, as a matter now, fully upgrading the roadway and the port in Pinchana Center, my own place. Making that Bira an important play for Anya Expo. Because why? Where Africa will only country processing our Anya to make it all have value. No, that bro, we feel that.
Thank you, Asra Mental Liberia. We welcome this new development and we're telling our children to prepare ourselves the right way and quick way so that they can get those plenty jobs that are coming.
A message from Aselo Metal Liberia.
After many years of struggle.
Obiara, why is someone here that want to do a break or so?
My daughter, I don't very happy to me. I've been sick. My go to the all clinic, to the all hospital, Aguaka, the same condition can get so. I get suffering, so I just say now I get looking.
So, Obiara, you don't hear about Maggie Clinic before?
Maggie Clinic?
Yes, Maggie Clinic. Maggie Clinic is located in a royal community where adjacent pool parties. And at Maggie Clinic, we get there for doctors. Doctor can come every morning to see the patient. And at Maggie Clinic, our lab is fully equipped, which means we can run plenty tests. We run tests like manual tests, we do your TAFO test, we do your H. pylori, where people can call it the awesome test. Then we can do your level to see whether your blood high or low. We do your poo-poo test, we do your pee-pee test, and we also do your skin test to know if they do a coffee. We can do the test there too. Then again we can also do many more tests when you come. When you come at the facility. And at Maki Clinic, our pharmacy is also well equipped. Condition you bring, we have medicine for it.
Hey, my daughter, so they Maggie Clinic talking about all the good things they do. I will pay money for it.
OPL. Now just small thing you will pay when you visit the Maggie Clinic.
Hey, our old people say anything you know is older than you. I don't know that Maggie Clinic right here to solve them a well-balanced problem. I've been seeing that they're suffering with it. So, my daughter, tell me, say what I can verify Maggie Clinic.
Maggie Clinic is located in Royal Community in Kanta. Again, one thing, the small one to your grandchildren to the house, we get vaccine for them. The big belly, we get vaccine for them. Ordinary, we never get belly, we get vaccine for them. We got the COVID vaccine here. And again, the big belly, we get registered midwife. Now we see them from Monday to Thursday. So at my clinic, we have so many experienced and qualified people that will meet your needs.
Thank you. From Monday to Thursday for big belly. Hey, I say thank you so much for telling me this. I am going to Maggie Clinic now.
Okay, OPL. Let me give you the clinic number just in case. So to contact the clinic directly, you call 0887 21 6709 or 0776 33 8585. At Maggie Clinic, health is wealth. Your health matters. At Maggie Clinic, we are open on Monday to Sunday. Visit us today.
On April 1 to the 30th, every child on the age of 5 coming to the clinic will have free lab and free registration. Pregnant women first time visit will also have free lab, free registration at the clinic.
It happened to me, Maggie Clinic for Good Health Services. So those of you just entering Gompa City, I'd like to say welcome to the commercial heart of Nema County. And if you are seeking a place that you can get good health services, and you don't just know, just get at the Maggie's Clinic right there in the Royal Community around Pool Palace. Those of you that know Pool Palace in Small Ganta, just get there and ask for Maggie's Clinic, and definitely you're going to be directed to that place you have been struggling to have that good health services. So good morning to Nema County Don. we need to do some golden handshake. Good morning to you. That's you, Director Mikako Zoo. Good morning. Good morning to Mr. Gawa. You are there at NASCAR office there in Glenwood Community. Good morning to Mr. Ben Zuma. Good morning, Mr. Gonkati Depa. You are there in the Peace Avenue Community. Guys are doing pretty well. Good morning to all of you who are following us. Those of you that are following us through our Facebook page, send your comment through our Facebook page. And those of you following us through the radio, send your comments through 08815711100, 08815711100, better still 0775946021, 0775946021 to be a part. And the gentleman agreement is share the show, share the link of the show, so that our citizens in the diaspora can get the information to their doorstep. So that gathers from the Nema County Education Officer, that's the CEO, Francis Legge. Here this morning it says, Nema County Education Officer Honorable Francis G. Legge do sincerely appreciate the following stakeholders for their full involvement in enhancing the successful completions of the West African Senior Secondary Certificate Examination, WAS. Honorable Legge is extending gratitude to the governments of Liberia that committed themselves to paying the fees of the 12 readers, the Ministry of Education that provided regulation and guided the process, and WAS Liberia that ensures the smooth and timely conduct of the exercise, including every other persons or institutions that helped one way or another. At the same time, Nema County education officers encouraging all schools administrations, including public, private, and faith-based institutions, to fully follow the guidelines, procedures, and regulations laid down by the Ministry of Education for graduation. The procedures, according to the CEO Legge, states that students should pass at least 5 subjects. Students should pass at least 5 subjects before graduation. Number 2, that all schools wait for result before graduation. Though we have some violators, we got people, we got institutions who don't follow procedure laid down by the Ministry of Education. Good morning, Zika Vrude. Manager, share the link of the show. So number 2 states that all schools should wait for results before graduation. Number 3 says that the kindergarten graduation fees for private or faith-based schools is 5,000 LD. There will be increasement. 5,000 LD. Graduation fee for kindergarten for public schools is 2,500 LD. And we come to senior students, that 12 readers graduation fees for private and faith-based school is 100 United States dollars. 100 United States dollars graduation fees for private and faith-based schools. 100 United States dollars. That is coming from the Ministry of Education of the Republic of Liberia. And there should be absolutely no extra fees attached. For public school is 5,000 LD. there should be no extra fees attached. I love the one. The Nima County school system is also urging all school now to conduct graduation for 10th grade 6 and 9 graders. 10th, 6 and 9 graders. There should be no graduation conducted for those students who are in these various classes. 10th, 6 and 9 graders. In addition to the Nima County CEO has pledged strategy bound on questions of growing fees, adding that all public school students should have their graduation in their school uniform. For our students and our administrators, the Nima County school systems, particularly through the CEO, that's the county education officer, in presence of Honorable Francis G. Legge, is saying that all graduation processes around in the county should be done in their school uniform. So folks, many thanks to all of you who are following us through the radio. Keep sending your wise word and text messages through 088-157-1100, 088-157-1100. Better still 775-9460-21, 775-9460-21. You're gonna be live on the program Maggie's Morning Draft with me, Patrick and David. So folks, that's it. With the time 7 minutes downside itself here this morning, 7 minutes downside 7 o'clock. We take our next development here this morning. Let's get to our next development here. It says Senator Thomas Yaya Nimlen, chair on Senate Committee of Labor, sharply criticized Civil Servant Agency, the CSA, following a presentation by its Director General Joshua Joka, who accused the CSA of exceeding its legal mandate by encroaching on responsibilities that rightfully belongs to other agencies, especially the Ministry of Labor. Senator Nimlen also questioned why the CSA was invited to testify before the Senate when it is facing its own internal issue that needs to be addressed. So let us listen to Senator Thomas Yaya Nimlen here this morning, the chair of the Senate on the Committee of Labor. Let's listen to the senator.
And I'd like to remind him, as chair on labor in the House of Senate, the CSA and the government of Liberia created the Decent Work Act, but the CSA does not abide by the Decent Work Act. The CSA has its own laws that governs its employees, and that is the problem in this country. The problem in this country, we are worried about the Indian men hiring Liberians, but we're not worried about the Liberian hiring Liberians. For every one employee you hire in this government, you fire 20. My office is filled with problems. Every 10 you hire, you fire 250. And you don't even pay them. So, what I'm hearing today from you and from this Senate, I see a desire, a burning desire for Liberians to be hired. My colleagues talk about MPA. Who writes MPA and approves MPA? It's us. We don't include our qualified Liberians into our MPAs, but we follow the Indian man and make sure that he hire Liberian who just coming from the classroom. So, the problem here is, I have the decent work act here. It does not say anywhere in the decent work act that there are listings, qualified listings for Liberians only in the decent work act. The law 45. Chapter 45.1, A, B, C, and D. It doesn't say that. It gives the responsibility of that scheme to the Minister of Labor. The Minister of Labor has his own discretion in hiring. So if the Minister of Labor is a Liberian, then the Minister of Labor should use that discretion in favor of Liberians. That's what the law says. So today, I'm hearing that there's a list of jobs that come from CSA. Why would CSA be sending a list of jobs to Minister of Labor when you don't abide by the law? You are not part of the Decent Work Act. So you have no role here in the first place. You should not be here. Because you're not part of the Decent Work Act. No order, you're tired.
That was the voice of Senator Thomas Yaya Nimle there with the concerns of the CSA, particularly a calling from the senator that the CSA is exceeding its legal mandate, particularly rightfully responsibilities that belong to other agency. A calling from a senator is bent over steer back the CSA, and the point is that we are under concerns of Indians hiring Liberian and Liberians hiring Liberians. The point should be for every one individual or persons you hire in the country, the stand is that there are competent and capable Liberians who have the ability to do that particular job. Good morning to you, Elijah Zoru, following. Thanks for following us from IGB, particularly Kakata. You are a student there at the BWR School at the Brookhaus Washington Institute, a student at the Electricity Department. So, folks, you're listening to the senator. He was brought with the issue. They have been hold out a complaint on his desk, calling for him. Who should be hired? And this is Liberia, like I usually say to our people. If Liberia must succeed to the next level, we Liberians, we Nimadians should put our feet to the fire. Because if we don't and rely on other foreign nationals to do the needful things, they might try their best, but 100% will be done for their country, their nation, where they came from. This is why we will always sit on the platform and talk about competency. Prepare yourself for the job market, so that other foreign national can come to your country and take food from your table. Though there are other needful things that need to be done, that are needed to be addressed by our leaders, before then, have a skill. Have the skill. We have 15 minutes after 7 o'clock. folks, we will also look at the issues of the concern raised by Senator Abraham Dara Delong. On yesterday, Senator Delong expressed strong concerns over the issues of resident work permit. Just the same thing that we are saying, resident work permit to foreign nationals for jobs that Liberians are capable of performing. There are other foreign nationals in our country. They have been offered work permit, and the work, just common work that Liberians themselves can do. Just common things that Liberians are capable of doing. Yeah. So there's the concerns. So we will listen to Senator Abraham Dara Delong of Mosserado County.
Mr. DG, sir, thank you for this analysis report, which I believe will inform the Senate on the decision and the way forward. I just wanted to make something clear. The Minister of Labor, no matter who the Minister of Labor is, the Minister of Labor has got no discretion of his or her own to decide work permit. That information must not get to the public in any form like that. The Minister of Labor is acting under mandate of the law. And the law was passed by the legislature, approved by the executive. In the Decent Work Act, Section 45.1c, the ministry shall not issue a permit to work in Liberia unless it is satisfied that there is no suitably qualified Liberian available to carry out the work required by the employer. Shall not, not may not. This is a mandate. It's not a discretion. The Decent Work Act, Section 45.1, an employer shall not employ a foreign worker unless they possess a current work permit issued by the ministry. In order to be issued a work permit, the minister, according to this law, must demonstrate that every due diligence was made and no qualified, suitable Liberians was found before he issued a work permit. And this discussion or debate, sorry, yeah, please. This discussion is not entering into the province of other laws like MDA or IMC and what have you. Yeah, right. What do I mean? In the IMC, in any other investment contract or concession, it is clearly stated therein that the management, at the management level, the investor, the concessionaire that come in with a concession will have certain levels at them because they can protect their investment. But after certain years, they should start to transfer knowledge. Right. So that after certain years, most times it's 5 years or beyond, Then after 5 years, that work permit ceases to be renewed. We cannot argue here that there are some companies, some concessions that have had work permit in top managerial position for more than 8 years in violation of those very concession agreement. And for others, even argue that oh, it's a violation. No, it's not. Go to APN terminal. Go to some of the concession places. They have not transitioned in keeping with the concession. And the only way they will transition unless we stand our feet here in keeping with our oversight responsibility. And that's what we're doing.
The only way they will transition unless we stand our feet here in keeping with the oversight responsibility. He is Senator Abrahams Darius DeLong, the Morris Valley County Senator, with the concerns. Senator Abrahams Darius DeLong, who expressed strong concern over the issues of resident work permit for foreign nationals for jobs that Liberians are capable of performing. This is the point. So folks, like I told you, we have our guest in studio right now. We have Pastor V. Shortly we will turn over to him to properly introduce himself. Before then, this break, they get this break from AML Liberia. Keep sending your wise word and text messages through 08815711000, 08815711000. Better still, 0775946021, 0775946021. With the time here in studio, 22 million down to 7 o'clock. Those of you that are watching us through our Facebook page, send a comment through the link there and share the link of the show so that our people in the diaspora can get the information right here on Maggie's Morning Drive with me, Patrick M. David. This break.
My people, Accidental Liberia just dedicated the country's first ever iron ore concentrator at Tokata in Nima County.
Yes, I heard the good news, and that good news, it made my heart to beat with happiness. Look, the president of Liberia, President Joseph Nyuma-Boakye, he himself was to that program Polo. He said that big machine, Aslamita, fini putting down the concentrator. It means it will change Liberia to go in front with development. For all to enjoy our country. Yoli.
It's a pleasure having me today in the Yekilpa Ninbad Counter, Liberia. On the launch of the concentrator, I want to tell the Liberian people that we, the Asana Mentor, will continue to invest. That's what I, Mr. Mentor, promised the people of Liberia. Asana Mentor Liberia is not just mining. We are building the road, giving the jobs to the people. Back in my Liberian town, empowering the economy.
I say over 5,000 construction jobs and 1,000 payment positions at the concentrator will make people to get more money for the government. The country's better school, correct health care, and strong local businesses.
Yo, as a matter now, fully upgrading the roadway and the port in Pinchana City, making that Bira an important place for annual expo. Because what where Africa will only country processing our iron ore to make it all have value. No, that bro will finish that.
Thank you, Accidental Liberia. We welcome this new development and we're telling our children to prepare ourselves the railway and quick way so that they can get those plenty jobs that are coming.
A message from Acelo Metal Liberia.
So folks, welcome back. Those of you that are following us through our Facebook page, we have our studio guest who's pretty seated right now. Those of you that are following, keep sending your wise words and text messages through 08815711000, better still 775946021. If you are watching us through the social media, send your comment through our comment session on the live broadcast, and your comment gonna be read at the end of this program. So, folks, we turn quickly to our steel guest. Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you very much.
So, properly introduce yourself to
my name is Reverend James Lincoln V. Come from SWA, the organization called SWA, Spiritual War Against Narcotic Drugs. We call it short and we say SWA.
So, purposely, what are you here for?
Well, before I go to the purpose, let me tell the public what SWA is and what it does. SWA is a Christian organization or a church-based organization, and it aimed at creating awareness for our communities, for our schools, our churches, even those who go to the mart, the Muslim community. We try to sensitize the community against the usage of drugs, illicit drugs, those substances that our young people, including some other older people, are using, that is, causing damage to our society. That is what SWA stands for. And we envisage to see this country safe from drug-related violence, particularly Lima County, where we are currently based, from drug-related violence, from sodomy, from rape, from madness, sicknesses and death of people who take in these substances. The Bible says sin is a reproach and a disgrace to any nation. And so our purpose is that we get out there and talk to the community people. That's our objective. And the present reason for which SWA is out on radio station and out in the community talking to people, to churches, is that the 26th of this month, which is June 26th, is a time that the world observes as a day to celebrate World Drugs. The purpose for which United Nations has selected that day to be celebrated is not just for celebration. It's about coming together to talk to students, to talk to young people, to talk to university students, talk to community people about the harmful effects of narcotic drugs, because it is destroying life. It is evident. The effect is evident. We all can see it. We all can tell what it is really harmfully doing to our brothers and sisters who are involved with the drugs. So we will be celebrating, SWA will be celebrating that day in Ganta. And that's why we are engaging community people.
Okay, the question is, how did you come up with this idea and why particularly?
Like I said, the evidence is glaring. We all can see what drugs is doing in our society. See the young people who should be the leaders for our country, who should be the DEOs, the CEOs, who should be senator, representatives, ministers, deputy ministers, directors, and you name the rest, are are the ones who are going mad day by day, are the ones who are dying every time. And so it behooves some of us who feel that what somebody is making out of drugs is not as significant as considering the harmful effect it does to the entire society. One man sells drugs to make some money for his family, and then he leaves the indelible marks on the rest of the society. On the 5th of June last year, we had 5 young people who took in the narcotic drugs died in Ganta. And because this thing happened, it troubled us. And we decided that we should not sit supinely. We should do something about this. We should put our efforts together and come to the community, and come to the student community, and come to the Christian community, and tell them that let's put our effort together and fight this thing, because it is dangerous. So from the 5th of last year, June, when 5 persons died of drugs, and 2 of them having to really come from the community I live, Royal community, that very night I couldn't have a peaceful sleep. And I worry about the future of this country. I worry about the future of our young generation. And then the message was taken to the rest of my church brothers and sisters. And we talk about it. We had discussion many days, and we came up with the agreement that yes, we must start an organization that we today call SWAT, Spiritual War Against Narcotic Drugs. We are volunteers. We are not government agency. We are not supported by government. We funded this organization so we can buttress government efforts to ensure that our society is free of drug-related violence. People take in drugs and they are able to go out there to fight, to beat their children, their wives, and other people. And they go out there to commit crime, to even commit sodomy, woman and woman, man and man, rape. They commit rape. And we see the sicknesses and deaths as results of what narcotic drugs is doing to our community.
So before going to the awareness, let's look at the challenges you have faced over the past time, particularly these days. People who are usually getting addicted to these narcotic substances are the youth. And being a man of God, how do you cope up with the situation with these guys? At times, we remember you want to talk to them and say, hey, don't call Benny, we want to call Benny, I'm called Aaron, I'm Church. How do you go about doing your witness with these guys?
Yes, the challenges are enough. But the good thing is we have calculated this. We have planned, and we know that these challenges will come. Sometimes you go around. I used to many days use this loudspeaker. I use a megaphone to go about talking to some young people. I'm on the streets and I'm preaching about the harmfulness of drugs. And some of them, will lash at me. Some of them will say some things to me, but I will ignore them. I will pretend as though I'm not even hearing them. But there are many people who can testify that yes, one day the Reverend was passing and he was talking about drugs and somebody was insulting him. that I don't mind. I'm trusting God for my safety, and I'm telling the society, the community we live in, that what we are doing, we are not against people who are making their businesses. We are not against young people in any way. We are truly fighting to liberate them, to rescue them, to rescue the future of this country, to rescue the future of our society. Young men who get addicted to drugs and they go out looking for iron to sell, and maybe taking money from their parents, or money to their parents, stealing from their parents, so that they'll go out there to satisfy this habit. Because when you get addicted to it, you always want to satisfy that desire. And so you will, when there's no money, you will try by all means to go out there and find it in any way you can get money to be able to satisfy that desire. And so that is why we are doing this. We are not against them, but some of them see us like we are anti to their life. No, we are only concerned that if this continue, the future of our country will be damaged. That's why we are fighting hard. So the challenges are there. Part of the challenges is the lack of support. People know that what we are doing is good. People know that we stand for something that will help their children, their neighbors. But yet, they will say, yes, thank you, gentlemen, thank you for this, thank you for the initiative. But to support us has been very difficult. Has been very, very difficult. So we use our only little resources to go around the community to encourage the other young people, well-meaning young people, to go out and talk to their peers, to go to the schools and talk to the students, go to the community and sensitize against the usage of narcotic drugs, the trafficking of narcotic drugs, and the taking in of those substances. These are what we are telling the young people. Leave it. It will not help you. Don't taste it. Don't test anything and say, oh, let me try whether my resistance is strong. You don't have a strong resistance. No young boy should give it to you, my daughter, my sister. Do not allow any young boy to say, taste this thing, it's good. If you do that, you destroy your life. You destroy your life. Your parents have molded you so that you can become somebody who will support them tomorrow. Drugs will only harm you, will only destroy your life. It will only damage your future. So, yeah, the challenges are there, but we keep fighting because it is the good. It is for the good of the masses.
So over the past time, through your awareness to the Vero ghetto and these criminal harder places in the city, have your awareness raised attention to those people in which you continue to raise awareness for? Have they, maybe some of them with the testimony, tell you face to face that they want to leave it, and some of them at times explain the cause what drew them into the habit? If with the awareness, how possible do you think you and your thing are planning, apart from this awareness, are you planning or reach particularly pertaining to rehabilitations of some of these youth?
Yes, we have a lot of things that we have. The objectives of our organization, but primarily what we are beginning with is preventive measures. Going to the society, going to the community, going to the schools, and creating awareness is a primary thing that we are doing. We think that if we succeed at prevention, if we succeed at telling the young people that drugs will destroy their life, and we have 90% of them listen to us and yield to the pieces of advice we are giving, we think that we will be succeeding at what we are doing. The issue here is those who are already into the habit is difficult. It's difficult. It's possible, but it's difficult, and it takes time. So our war right now is to fight for those who have not yet joined, those who are not yet being initiated, so that they will find their way out. We also talk to people who are already into their habit, but it's a challenge. We have there, part of our planning is to have a rehabilitation center, but like I said earlier, we still have some challenges when it comes to hosting these kind of people. You need a medical practitioner, you need the area, the center to host them, and you need, when you keep them there, you have to feed them, and not only feeding them, you have to have some recreational activities, you have to have some skill training for them, so that when they come out, their focus will be on what they will learn while they are at the center. Now, there are others who are doing who are undertaking the rehabilitation center, who are running that, and we applaud them a lot. We applaud them. Even though the country is huge, the county is huge, they are not able to host all of them. We know that, and we will soon get involved with those ones when we are capacitated, when we get support. For those ones we will join, but primarily, the primary thing we want to do is to start with sensitization, creating awareness. That's what we are currently doing. And some young people we have spoken to have told us that the message we are giving is helping them. Like for instance, a young guy who told me that one day they took him to St. John and they wanted to initiate him. You know, the friends who carried him there told him, "My man, you have to join us. You will not pay any amount. Whatever they are paying here, we will pay for you. So just join us." And the second time they managed to carry him, because of the message that we are giving, he said they fought, they even sustained injury, they wounded him with steel, but by the grace of God he survived. He left from that place and he told us his story. So the message is going, people are hearing, communities are hearing. Even as I'm speaking right now, they are hearing. A lot of them are hearing this, and they will say this thing is bad, this thing is dangerous. And when we come out on the 26th in masses and we get on the streets everywhere in the community, the church people, the school, the students, and members of the DEA community, when they get out and we come out with them and we march the principal street of Ganta, they will also learn from that. We are inviting the entire Ganta community. Our stars are coming from everywhere. They are coming from Tapeta, they are coming from Sekwepi, they are coming from Sanikole, and they are all going to gather together here in Ganta on the 26th to celebrate this day. So when they see us, they will also know that drugs is not good, and that is why the people are out there and they're saying post stop to drug.
So cut it drug. So have you observed over the past time that particularly people who are being addicted to the particular substance, 99% of them are Christian, and particularly if you are calculating your ratio, at times 40% of them are children of men of God, pastors, bishops. What is the frustration, and what are you doing in collaboration with churches in spreading the message of narcotic substance to these people?
That is why our sensitization has fully involved the going to churches, the having connection with men of God in the city, in our cities. For instance, the Reverend Bower of the Trumpet Baptist Church, they have a huge congregation, and they have branches in most places. The Reverend Bayoga, John Bayoga. So all of these men, they had a part on our back. They said, gentlemen, keep it up. And we are going to these churches, and we are telling them, let all of us get involved. And they are promising their full support to us that this thing that we are doing, we should continue it. So the churches are part of what we are doing. This Sunday, last Sunday, we visited about 9 churches. I visited 3 along with other people, other members of my church, and there were other group who went to 4, 5. They went to 5 churches. So altogether 9 churches we visited on Sunday, and we're telling them drugs is harmful. Drugs is harmful, and the churches are going to prove that on the 26th. All the churches in Ganta are going to buy their t-shirt and print them and get on the streets and talk to the community. While we are on the street, we will be talking to people. While we are on the street, we will be showing placards, we'll be showing flyers to people that this thing is very harmful, and those who are involved with, they should stop. Those who are in the business or drug trafficking, they should stop. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. It's terrible. They should stop. They are destroying the country that we have. Something I said some time ago. I said the war we have in this country, 14 years war. Remember that those who fought the war, majority of them used to take in something to make them brave. And today, people who are not fighting war are taking in the drugs, and we allow their number to exceed the normal people. They will create serious problems for our country in the future. Anybody can tell them, let's do this, and they will follow that person, because they are not in their right mind anytime they do take in the narcotic substance. So we have to be very careful. The churches are standing up on the 26th of June this month. They are standing up. Go to let me just let it out of the bed. Go to DKM, coming from the city mayor place. When you pass and going to DKM, right on your left, as you pass by that swamp.
That's that around that being, right?
Yeah. When you pass from the city mayor area, you claiming to come to go up to the market way. Before claiming down here, you will see a place there, where a cafe there, where the owners are working very hard. They are printing t-shirts. Carry your white t-shirt, carry your red t-shirt to that place. Carry your white t-shirt, carry your red t-shirt. We have already negotiated. You're not going to pay any much money. Go carry your t-shirt. They will print it out for you, and then on the 26th, come out from every corner. Wear your t-shirt everywhere. Get on the street. Let's tell the government of Liberia that drugs is destroying our children. Let's tell the word that Liberia stands against narcotic drugs. Those who are bringing drugs into our country, let them see that on the social media. Let them see our numbers and say and know that indeed drugs is harmful.
Okay, so we have roughly like 15 minutes here. That goes strictly into the programs. Do you have an indoor and outdoor program, or you are only going to be in the streets with the awareness?
We are not going to just be on the streets. We have invited state officials, the caucus, Nima County caucus, the superintendent, the city mayors, community leaders, our chiefs, young people, leader of young people, and FLA. We try to give communication to FLA, Federation of Liberian Youth. We have not been able to deliver that communication. We still have that communication, and according to
headed by Mr. Abraham Alpha.
Yeah, Mr. Abraham Alpha. We are inviting him and his group. The young people are coming out. The president of NIMA or NIMA Student Union, he has also been on the radio inviting all the schools in Ganta and Nimba County to come out that day on the 26th, which will be next week Thursday. The time is just here. Next week Thursday, to get a t-shirt and get out. Go to DKM there to Harvard's place where you have an internet cafe. Go there right to DKM and print your t-shirt and get on the street that day. And what we will do that day is we are parading along with the DEA. The DEA will be at the front page of the parade. They will be ahead of us, and we will march starting from their area, from J.W. Pearson area there. We will begin from there, and let's say from the Lone Star Tower area there, we'll begin from there and go all the way to Methodist. DEA will be burning right in our presence those other substances they have seized, and that will tell you how terrible this thing is and how wide it has been spreading. You will see the quantity of the drugs they have seized. They will burn them, and then we march again, come back from Methodist area, come back to J.W. Pearson High School auditorium that we have been negotiating so that we can use it for the indoor program. The stakeholders, like I said, the city mayors, the superintendent, the caucus, the representative of our district, Samuel Nkrumah Brown, all of these people are going to be present, and they will give some speeches, they will give some remarks that will help to buttress or end of the same sensitization. They will be also adding to what we are telling the community now.
So with the huge engagement with the community, have you been also able to raise these concerns with your leader, the security, particularly because these are places that the drugs usually pass to a huge consignment of drugs? Seized by the security from the Vera checkpoint.